Sandra Fluke is a Georgetown University law student, an activist for women's reproductive health, and joins me now. I have to say, you've been doing a number of interviews. You have shown extraordinary grace through all of this.
Thank you very much.
Wanted to testify.
Yes.
2 weeks ago.
Yes.
Was it 2 weeks ago or only last week?
The time has lost track.
I've lost track as well, riding through this with you. And let's talk about how you felt, first of all. You were in our green room getting ready to come on, and
yes.
The White House now tells us that we can reveal that you just got off the phone with President Obama.
Yes, I did.
The stakes have been raised pretty high, but what did he say to you?
He, he encouraged me and supported me and thanked me for speaking out about the concerns of American women. And what was really personal for me was that he said to tell my parents that they should be proud, and that meant a lot because Rush Limbaugh questioned whether or not my family would be proud of me. So I just appreciated that very much.
I'm sure this has been very emotional for you. I can't even imagine. You try to testify, you're excluded from testifying. We see that all-male panel, which was an amazing picture and a signal to the nation. The next thing you know, a man with a microphone reaching millions of people, perhaps the largest audience, radio audience here in the country, is calling you, vilifying you and calling you all kinds of names.
Yes.
And now you've had a call from the President of the United States.
There have been some highs and some lows, yes. So it's been quite a journey, and I'm just happy that what seems to be happening in the process is that America is hearing the voices of the women affected by lack of contraception coverage and who will benefit from this policy. And that's what's really most important to me. That's why I've been working on this for years, honestly.
You're a student at Georgetown, which is a Catholic, a Jesuit university.
Yes.
And there was a statement from the president of Georgetown today supporting you, embracing you. How important was that? He said, President DeGioia said, one does not need to agree with Sandra Fluke's substantive position to support her right to respectful, free expression. Rush Limbaugh and commentators throughout the blogosphere and in various other media channels responded with behavior that it can only be described as misogynistic, vitriolic, and a misrepresentation of the position of our student. Your Catholic university has, at the highest level, come out and endorsed your civil discourse, which is really what we're talking about here.
Yes, and I appreciate it very much. It means a lot to me. The support of the law school faculty as well as the president of the university has been very helpful. And I think it's really an example of what kind of model we should look to in our national discourse, because clearly the president of the university and I disagree about the issues, but we're both able to handle this in a civil manner.
I know there's a lot of politics that have been involved, but the President of the United States, President Obama, called you, I think it's fair to say you inferred from his conversation that he was reaching out to you because you've been victimized here by one element of the media.
Yes, he did express his concern for me and wanted to make sure that I was okay, which I am. I'm okay.
What have your parents said about this? What has your mom said about all this?
Well, they were certainly hurt by the comments, but they're very proud of me, and they're actually of a different political persuasion than I am, so I think that is emblematic of the fact that broadly Americans agree that women need access to basic health care that's important to prevent medical disasters and to prevent pregnancy. So they're very proud, they agree with that position, and yeah.
How has this whole experience changed you? If you can sort through it, and I know it's all very new. You just got off the phone with the president,
yes,
which is something that is pretty amazing right there. But how has it changed you? You're a graduating law student. You have to take the bar. You have to decide whether to practice law, whether to become continue your activism. What are your thoughts about your career and your future?
Well, I would certainly say it's been a learning experience. I recommend hands-on experience for law students.
Maybe not quite so.
Not quite.
Direct.
Not all of this experience I would recommend. But yes, I'm still thinking about what I do next, and it's going to be something protecting women. And in one of these different areas, there's so many issues that are so important to American women. So I'll be working on one of them.
Senator Fluck, we talked last night when you were here doing the Ed Show, and I know you had a lot of other things to do today, and we thank you for your time, for the fact that this has been quite a roller coaster, and thanks
thank
for joining
you for
us.
having me. I appreciate your coverage of the issue.
Well, we really wish you lots of good luck and clear sailing from here.